All right, football fans, you're welcome to yet another installment of the Football Gazette podcast. Of course, this is where we'll give you in-depth analysis as regards emanating stories from the biggest game existing on planet Earth. Well, debatable, you can call it. All right, on today's installment, we will be taking a look from this perspective this time around, top managers in the English Premier League. While I would want to after 12 games played in the Premier League, well, I would want to uh, tilt my decision to having the likes of Pep Guardiola, Roberto Di Zerbi, and Unai Emery as managers who have actually shown beyond morning stars for me this season. Of course, they've really impressed. Aside the fact that their teams are currently doing well, occupying very good position on the league, these managers' input into the league when it comes to their tactical prowess has been top notch. Well, I wouldn't know if my partner here would want to agree with me. My top three managers: Pep Guardiola, Roberto Di Zerbi, and Unai Emery.
Well, I think I disagree with your list.
Okay.
Roberto De Zerbi, I don't rate him. I don't know how he managed to make your list, MJ.
But you don't rate De Zerbi
at all. I don't rate him for one thing. I don't give him any rating, honestly speaking. When we are talking about the Premier League, top managers so far in the Premier League this season, then you talk of Pep Guardiola. Of course, we know how brilliant he is. We talk about Unai Emery and the latest of it all, Jurgen Klopp.
Okay, I think that's somewhat contestable. Jurgen Klopp for me, after 13 games played in the Premier League this season, wouldn't cut that. Trust me, I will point out to 4 different managers who have actually shown brighter than Jurgen Klopp this current season. See, forget about the fact that Liverpool have actually done one better than what they did the last time out. Okay. I mean, before that Liverpool-Manchester City game, of course, Liverpool were 13 points adrift to Manchester City at this point last season.
Yeah.
Instead of the one they are now. Of course, they're occupying the second position. But trust me, regardless of that, Jurgen Klopp input in this team haven't really been, up to par for me. It's a personal opinion this time around. Well, see, the likes of Ange Postecoglou to me.
Oh, no. You're going off point, Muyiwa.
I'm not going off point. See, the point is, Ange Postecoglou, for me this season, have done more, much more impact in the team than Jurgen Klopp has done.
Why? Why on earth will you pick Ange Postecoglou over Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League?
See,
I disagree with that.
I know why you're saying this.
I totally disagree with that. Yes, after the unbeaten run, what next?
I know why you're saying that. Exactly, that's my point.
Back to back,
we've lost 3 games in a row now.
The Premier League is not just there's something. Form is temporary and class is permanent. And Postecoglou, if you want to be classy in the Premier League, you have to do it often and often. Not just do it with some streaks of games. And you are rating him ahead of Jurgen Klopp, who has done that for over 6 seasons in the Premier League.
You're getting the point wrong now. You're getting the point wrong. I'm not saying all time.
Okay.
I'm saying 13 games into the season.
13 games into the season, I will still pick Eric Ten Hag over Ange Postecoglou.
You said what?
I will pick Eric Ten Hag over Ange Postecoglou.
Why are you laughing? It's not even funny. You must be joking. Eric Ten Hag over Ange Postecoglou in the season. Is that even
now talking of the table? Where is Ange Postecoglou Tottenham Hotspur sitting? Where is Eric Ten Hag Manchester United sitting?
Well, forget about the standings. That's why I told you to forget about the standings on the table. Of course, Jurgen Klopp is occupying the second position. So if we are to look at it according to team rankings on the table, then we would be picking maybe a certain Mikel Arteta over. Forget about the fact that the team is getting the win.
Tottenham Hotspur are back where they belong. Trust me. And Manchester United soon will see them in the top 4. Even Unai Emery of Aston Villa is sitting comfortably in the 4th position.
Let
me land. You are rating Postecoglou. Why? Just 3-4 players out injured and back-to-back losses. I don't rate him for no reason. And trust me, no matter how football fans want to paint Ange Postecoglou, I will always pick Eric Ten Hag Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp ahead of Postecoglou in the Premier
Well,
League?
that's for your opinion,
Yeah.
actually. But for me, anytime, any day. I mean, as long as we've only been into the Premier League season with only 13 games, with that being concerned, I mean, the situation here, trust me, Angie Postecoglou over the likes of Eric Ten Hag and Mikel Arteta. Trust me. With the work, I mean, Tottenham has no identity before.
They are back where they belong now. They are back where they belong. That's what I want you to understand.
I'm
They are
not
back where they
contesting.
belong.
I'm not contesting that part about
Yes.
if Tottenham are back where they belong
Yes.
or not. I'm talking about the much work that has been put into the team to show a certain identity. Trust me, Angie Postecoglou has done more than it. In fact, he's outdone himself in the few matches into the season already.
Does he not have the players? What identity do Tottenham showing at this point in time?
I mean, the identity you actually saw with Antonio Conte or Jose Mourinho while they were with Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, see, Tottenham Hotspur, prior to that 3 losses back to back, played differently. They had a certain identity. That's my point here. And for you to do that as a manager shows where you really belong.
See, it's one thing to have a good run of form. It's another thing to be consistent with that.
So you want to attribute that
Form
to
is temporary, class is permanent.
You want
I
to
keep
attribute
saying
that to a good run of form.
A good run of form, and now it is broken.
Wow.
And let's see how they can react to that in coming games. Yes, that will show if they are classy or not. Let's wait to the end of the season, then we can give him a perfect rating. For a manager, for a new manager who has just come into the Premier League. Let's wait to the end of the season to give him a proper rating. But so far this season, I don't rate him. Trust me.
Well, that's coming from you. So far this season, you really don't rate Ange Postecoglou. But then that's not the point. My top managers for the 13 games played already, like I said earlier, will beat Pep Guardiola, Roberto De Zerbi, and of course Unai Emery. Trust me, above everything.
Roberto De Zerbi. Why? Why Roberto De Zerbi in your list, MJ? Why Roberto De Zerbi in your list?
Trust me, because I know.
Writing Roberto De Zerbi.
See, I'm looking at it from a very tactical point of view here.
Nothing is tactical about Brighton. Yes, they play fine football. They are good in transition games. But then, you can't. I don't know. There are managers who are above these managers you have mentioned. Roberto De Zerbi, Ange Postecoglou. I don't know where those names are coming from when we are talking about the Premier League this season so far. Trust me.
Well, that's for you, your opinion actually.
I own it up. Yeah.
Well, away from that, let's quickly talk about Erling Braut Haaland over the last weekend in reaching the 50-goal Premier League mark, and he's done that in only 48 games. Outrageous and highly phenomenal, you might want to say. Of course, that's how we say. The second position on that list being Andy Cole did that in 67 games. I mean, how more can we ask for?
Well, I think that's remarkable, and I think last season, exploit really had enough juice to his remarkable achievement, and that is fantastic from Haaland. I think one thing that always stands out for Haaland is how a good finisher, how he finishes the ball up front for Manchester City, and he has done that over time, and he's a proven striker in the Premier League. I mean. Even he leads the Premier League goal scorer this season so far. 14 goals.
Just like you said, Erling Haaland might not be the best of playmakers or team player.
Yeah.
But when it comes to putting the ball at the back of the net, of course, this guy is a fantastic goal poacher.
Brilliant.
Of course, he does that with reckless abandon.
Exactly.
And of course, it remains to be seen what becomes of his tally at the end of the season. Of course, you can trust him to put up another astronomical goal number at the end of the PL season, and of course Champions League by extension, other leagues domestically. All right, football fans, that's the beat we will be able to take on today's installment of the Football Gazette podcast. Until some other time when we'll make a return on your screen, do stay good and safe. Peace out.